because normally I'm the only person in the office, right? For now, but I have I've developed that attitude of keeping up hygiene, right? Not only that, it's always good to smell nice too. Okay. Then I was saying something like, listen, if you take a look at what I do is not skits. What I do is not what you call a journalism or newscasting. No. What I do here is to bring real life issues. I'm talking about things that actually affect real life, real people. Okay. And the danger that not being aware of the real life issues that are affecting others because they're not affecting you now is even dangerous on its own. So I do not really have that much time, right, to spend on trying to look good or trying to impress anybody. And most of the time, I do not expect thank you from anybody. It is a thankless job that is necessary. But the fact that I do have people who actually says, no, Mayego, no. This is not a thankless job. It is, if we are indeed thankful. And I do appreciate all that too. You know what I mean? Now, when I say I do not, you don't owe me anything, doesn't mean that I don't appreciate when you give them unconditionally. It is what we do here. Here, hello.
Hello, my good. My name is. I would like to be addressed as Super D.
Okay, and I will keep it at Super D. Super D, Baba. Yeah. How are you today, sir?
Very fine, my brother. Very fine, my brother from the global.
Thank you.
And yeah, see, I've been following you from the days of the kitchen days, the Said Oshipa kitchen days, and all of that. There was a time I was angry. I vexed go. Thinking about what you said.
Yeah.
But over time, but as I vexed go, I was always peeping from the window. This guy still they make sense.
You know, not you'll be like, this guy still they do this thing. What thing they talk today? Let me even hear.
Like, do you understand? No, you were making sense. Honestly. You've always been making sense, but apparently then I was working with
people said it's my language. You know, some people had problem with the way I say them. Sure, you get some people don't really they don't fight. I'm gonna know Baba. There are people, right? There are people, and I know this. There are people that actually really, really appreciate what I'm doing. But the only problem they have is the way I say it, the way I talk. They are not comfortable at all. And for me, I am not here to make anybody comfortable because the situation is not comfortable for everybody. Sure, you know.
Bible, wait, see, I love the way you deliver the messages. Right from way back, Lataye Brown.
Yeah.
But the issue then was I was in the system. I was seeing what was happening inside. I'd be like, but why you understand? But after 2014, that 2015 election, I told my wife immediately, I told my wife this guy has failed. Nigeria has crashed. And I told my wife,
and there are so many people who actually said that. There are those who actually
hey, do you know that over time, every blessed day, Tibawa and Bishe, even at work, I look out for your update and the notification of morning program, evening programs. I want to call why you go today.
You see, I want to know like I'm doing Mayegun don't come.
Unfortunately, but the good thing is, unfortunately, my kids are not home today until they see school. They want to talk to you actually. But you see, I love everything you do. Help me greet Princess.
I will.
Coincidentally, so everything I want to say is what Princess says. The way I want to say it. Olongbo. Princess, I can just see her face to face. Along that Princess. To cut the long story short, everything you are doing is wonderful. But my take, and I will tell you this thing 200 times. Nigeria, let me deliver this in Yoruba. that is what can drive my message home.
Okay, go on.
Ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà dàbí ẹni tó gbódó mì. Nàìjíríà ìdúró ò sí, ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ò sí.
No peace.
Nàìjíríà ò lè pín. Torí gbogbo àwọn olórí burúkú yìí ò ní jẹ́ kó pín. Nàìjíríà ò dẹ̀ lè dúró pọ̀. Torí gbogbo rọ́bìṣì tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí, Yorùbá fẹ́ lọ. Àwọn Haúsá kan sì rí jẹ díẹ̀díẹ̀ bí àwọn kan inú wọn ò dùn. Bọ̀ránkà dèdè ò ní jẹ́ kán lè sọ̀rọ̀. Ìgbò ti fẹ́ lọ tipẹ́tipẹ́. Kéèsì míì ni tàwọn yẹn lápá kan o. But then ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà dàbí ẹni tó gbódó mì ní. Ìdúró ò sí, a lè dúró pọ̀, a dẹ̀ lè pín. Ó wà unfortunate bó ṣe wà yìí, ó máa bá àdìsí kò ń ṣèpè. Because solution ò sí inside. There is no solution. That is me.
I think, sir, I think there is solution. And a majority of people know it, right? But they are so afraid. Because the way I see it, you said something
yes,
like, we know that we are they take me to the problem. So definitely as you get,
my brother, thank you. God bless you.
Now, avoid. Okay, I've saw that.
My egun oleja. Let me make bold to tell you today.
Please.
You know, part of me back. I want to organize Occupy Naija in 2012. You know, part of me, like Joko see, only Twitter, ni gbogbo akàn ti pàdé kíníkan okay, if you are in Lagos, kíníkan kíníkan they mobilize.
Let's meet up,
Lady kan wà mi ò rí mi ò lè dárúkọ ẹ̀ hàn ní ẹ̀ kọ́lọ́run bá mi ṣe dáadáa fún níbi tó wà. Kwara State ní lady yẹn wà, comrade ni. Ájì á ní o, but comrade ni. Bàbá 2012 lọ́jọ́ ta àwọn màmá tó ń ta pure water yẹn á tún lọ bá wọn pé màmá ẹjọ́ ẹ ṣe kiri kan màmá yẹn àìkí owó pure water lọ́dún náà lọ́hùn. Màmá ẹjọ́ ìwà ẹ jẹ́ ká parapọ̀ ká kàn dẹ́mọ̀ àbíkú màmá yẹn ni. Ṣo fẹ́ gbọ́ bàbá ọkọ mi? Wọ́n bá tún wá lọ́la tán fún wa 2,000 tán pín ìrẹsì àátúngbà àátúntẹ̀lé wọn. In other words, àwọn Nigerians wọn ò ṣe é káàánú lápá kan. Àbúrò mi ọmọ ìyá mi ó sọ pé Tinubu lẹ́yìn sí ìjẹ́gbẹ́ pọ̀pọ̀ tó ní èyí. Ó wá bẹ́ẹ̀ o, mi ì lè sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ púpọ̀. But then, àwọn Nigerians wọ̀nyí, wọn ò lè jà. Máìgún, àwọn Yorùbá máa ń sọ kìnnìkan. Like, tán bá sún èèyàn dógiri, ó máa yíjú padà. Nigerians ò lè yíjú padà. Instead, wọ́n máa dá ògiri yẹn lu, wọ́n máa lọ. Baba, write it down. Write it down. Very few people have your spirit, have my spirit. Wọn ò fẹ́ kú. Do you understand? Pẹ̀lú gbogbo kìíní. Even in all protests and all of this, I'm more struggle. You will hear people say, Baba, I have an uncle. You have an uncle. You have
the worst part is the fact that while you are trying to struggle and say we are doing struggle, there are those who are actually using the struggle to build their own connection with the people you are struggling with. Sure, you get? They are willing to be caught by the people. After that, they will just jump ship and leave all of you and say, no, you don't understand how government work. We are now part of the government. We can't join you again.
You get it.
Baba?
You get it, right? Now, let me now tell you one final thing. Tabani Odiworo Siworo. Let's enter these people. Baba, I know somebody that knows somebody that is close to somebody. Timi Onife King Konshi. Everybody ma wa snitch. Ẹ̀gbọ́n lágbájá dẹ̀ ni ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ dẹ̀ sure gan. Honorable. Baba, till you ready. Thank you. God bless you, my brother.
Bless you. Super D. You do well. Now, others are going to, people are not, see, my line is buzzing now. People have heard you. They want to react. So, Super D, thank you so much, Baba. And you take it easy too. So, here is another caller. I hope I got that. Let's see. Hello.
Yes, sir. My General. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Your line is
I can hear you clearly.
Like that. I don't know, maybe you are inside the.
No, now my voice.
Are you inside the?
Now my voice. I get more cold. No, I get more cold. I get more cold. Yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
Sorry, let's make it quick then, so that you can possibly just.
No, voila.
Go on.
Yeah, man, my brother. Your job. It's a thankless job, but we are grateful for what you do. And we will contribute in any way possible to continue to encourage you because you are encouraging us as well. Iron sharpens iron. So whenever you come out and you speak, you are awakening some revolutionary minds that will push the struggle going forward. So kudos to you, Baba. Thank you so much.
Thank you for this support. God bless you, Baba.
No wala, my brother. I also encourage the listeners any way possible. I mean, put in some money into the PayPal account. Let's support our brother Mayego. Put some money in the super chat. And the easy one for you to do, click on the like button. Let's make the video more visible to more people. I wanted to talk a little bit about the begging that Tinubu was begging governors to give their lands to Fulanis.
For peace.
You've already done an absolute job explaining how ridiculous that is. But if we go back into history, and first of all, we were captured and conquered and colonized by the British and the French. And they mapped out the country. They named the mapped out country that they created for their own benefit. They gave it to us. And we held on to that country for 122 years, while the country was destroying at least the lives of 80% of the people consistently for 122 years. So it makes no sense. We've already made a grave mistake by holding on to not only the colonial name Nigeria that was given to us by the French and the British after they created it for their own economic benefit. Then we took it a step further by having criminal military guys, criminal democratic guys in Agbada, when they were creating 12 states, 26 states, 36 states, they never did all that stuff for our own benefit. They did it for their own benefit. So that's the second phase of the colonization by our own people. Now, they've divided us into 36 states. And I see people claiming, oh, I'm proud, I'm from Plateau State, I'm from Delta State, I'm from Abia State. All these constructs were not created about us. They weren't in their thoughts when they were creating these states that we are now proud of. And these guys did a good job indoctrinating us to making us believe that we actually own these states or we are stakeholders of these states. When in real life, we are not. We are not stakeholders of these states in any way, shape, or form. The only people that are beneficiaries of these states are the same people that have been able to manipulate the system or take advantage of the loopholes in the system. A system that we all know this is a lawless system. So if you are a lion, if you are a savage, then you stand a great chance in making money. And then when you start making money, you will be the ones that will be against us, the 80% that is asking for the end of this contraption. And how do people make money? Number one, politics. It's the most lucrative career in Nigeria. Number two, religion. Just go and open up a church. Open up a church. The people are mentally weak. They need someone to follow. They need someone to worship. They will worship you. They will pay you offerings and tithes in your church, especially if you are blessed with the gift of God. If you know how to speak, they will pay money and you will become a millionaire. Yes. That's another main way that people make money in Nigeria. So it's left for us, the people, to start reversing the indoctrination process, whereby we stop claiming things like, oh, I'm from Ogun State.
Oh, I'm from Edo State. No, we are not from none of those states. And I know this message will only resonate with maybe 5% of Nigerian people as of
You know
today.
something, the
Because
African
they are
Wahala,
most of them.
Prince. I'll put something on your screen now.
Yeah.
Okay? And this is what Nigeria, what they call states in Nigeria, all those funny names they give to us. All right. Okay. This is what we were. So
Yeah.
look at your screen, right? This is the closest.
Okay.
That we should actually appear. These are supposed to be called, whether they will call them what do you call it? Districts, whether they call them subnational, whatever it is,
or province.
How they should appear the real identity of the people. But go and take a look at the 36 states and the capitals and the funny names they give to them. You realize that none of it represents anybody. None of it represented at
all. Nothing. They just jumbled, mixed people together, put us in a precarious position where we are forced to become enemies and fight against one another. Now we have a country that is going to self-destruct. Well, it has already self-destructed. Right now, what we have is the carcass of the zombie that they are still popping up like it's existed, like it's still alive, but it's not. So the people have to recognize the historical context up until where we are today. The country was not created for us. It was created by foreigners for their economic benefits. Then the country consistently destroyed the lives of 80% of the inhabitants for 122 years. And for that reason, it's time to have a conversation about it. Is this country really for us? Is this country really for us? And finally, I'm sorry that I've taken so much time. Finally, they are putting the final nail. Thank you, my brother. How can you tell me in this newly created fake state, like Ekiti State, for example, in that little Ekiti State, I now have to leave out land for some foreigners from the Sahel region, foreigners that are a threat to my life. And I'm not saying every single Fulani person is a threat. No, that's not what I'm saying. There are many good Fulani people and there are many bad Fulani people.
That's right.
The same way we have good and bad people in every single ethnic group. However, we see what is going on with the madness in Nigeria. I can't believe in 2024, we are still talking about grazing cows, people roaming cows, walking around the streets, looking dirty, looking malnourished, not having any education or any skill sets they can contribute to a meaningful society. Why are we still having that kind of conversation? Because it's Nigeria, a fake country, and that has fake states, and now they're trying to impute terrorists into those fake states to come and be killing us. So it's left for us, the people, to realize these dynamics and speak up against it in a unified voice. Yeah, thank you so much, my General.
Yes, thank you too. The African Wahala.
Yes, sir.
I know something
yes,
is not just right with the line. For some reason, it kept giving us that bosh. But I'm glad you still managed to deliver your own view. Okay, Baba? You have a wonderful one.
Yes.
Okay, and take it easy.
Thank you.
Drink somewhere.
I will.
Water.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Thank you. Thank
Cheers,
you, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's the
take it easy.
Ladies and gentlemen. We do have another caller on the line. Hello there.
Hello, good evening, Maego.
Good evening, sir. How are you, Baba?
I'm good. My name is Okechukwu. I am calling from Cambodia, and this is my second time of calling.
I have spoken to you before. I remember you.
Yes.
Cambodia.
Yeah, sometime last week.
How are you today?
Yes. I'm good.
That's grand, Baba. Thanks so much for joining me.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. We continue. Everybody continue to. Maybe we have different views, but everybody continue to follow the situation in Nigeria. And looking at history, I mean, countries that has undergone what we are facing today in Nigeria, you will know that it's never easy. When you look at countries like Lebanon has a kind of history similar to what we have seen in today's Nigeria. And they never improved. Most of about 30 years ago, Lebanese people were mostly Christians, and it seems that most of them are now living in Brazil. Majority of them are now living in Brazil and many countries, even Nigeria. And they were forced to leave the country, just like what we are seeing today in southern Nigeria. The system is designed to force most Igbos, Yoruba, most Southerners to seek refuge and economic benefit outside the country and work outside the country, and then be sending money, sending dollar to their families. As a way to improve the country.
Like it
And
is
if you
all
look
by
at
design, and you believe
exactly,
that this is not coincidence. It's not just happening. It's by design, and it seems to be real.
It's by design. Yes, a lot of.
I'm with you. Please, I'm just trying to give context to what you're saying, including others who are listening to us tonight.
Because when you look at Igbos, Yorubas, and the other tribes in the south, and maybe the Christians in the middle belt, they seem to go somewhere. Some countries where there is an like US, Europe, most Christian countries, to find refuge and find something for support their family and anyway. But most people in the north, they don't get to travel out. They are always,
despite all the terrorism and all of that, they do not.
Exactly.
I had that belief before, okay? But you know what I figured out? Is that majority of them, especially from the Sharia North, okay, they actually do travel like us in the South, though. But like you just noticed, most of us go to countries that are mostly Christian countries from the South when we leave the Nigeria for economic, for education, even for healthcare. We would rather go to something, and it's so prominent. But if you know the amount of Nigerians from northern Nigeria that are in Sudan, that are in Egypt, that are in all this, Saudi Arabia, including Iraq, Iran. You see that man in charge of all those Shiites in Nigeria. He's like a small demigod to some large population of Nigerians in Iran. You get that now, but I actually get your context too. But I just want you to also know that, and maybe you also work on it too and see if you find out more like me. Because when I found out, I was like, if let's say they do travel, but they actually do travel, but they travel to places that you and I won't ever go. But go on.
I'll be fast.
Oh, now we can use comparison, like the number of them and the number of us. So I'll follow you. Go on,
Yes, and if you look at countries that have witnessed this kind of because it's not going to be easy. No. It's not going to be easy. Some people has fought. Igbos, Yoruba, a lot of people have been pushing against this, and some of them are dead, and the living is now pushing. So it's not going to be an easy thing. If you look at the character of the people we are dealing with, how they behave when you try to divide the country or talk about division. If you see the way
let's discuss our differences. No, they don't want to.
The way they respond, the way they act, the way they kill over it, you will know that there is no easy way out. Anybody who thinks that there is a way that you continue to do this, and then they will call for any kind of division officially, and then let the Biafran go or Dudua go and all that. It is never possible. It is never possible. It is only by force. Because it was forced on us, and it can only work by force. Nobody is giving anybody referendum in Nigeria. I don't see. If they can shoot you by carrying flags and all this, then you should know that this is not the case of Catalonians in Spain or those who can protest like Europeans. We are not Europeans. These people are crazy. They will just kill because of flag and placards people who try to protest. So it is never.
They just wanted to hear them and obey.
They believe. They believe they can kill and suppress and kill, and the whole thing will die away. Look at the way they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu, and the way they invade and kill and take bodies away. Like like they are just some kind of animals. They don't care. So this is going to be a very
they are animals. So they will enter a community, they will see pregnant women, vulnerable elderly men and women. They will see children, about they will butcher them like that. Who does that? Like even when you are fighting warrior, you butcher children like that, armless children, powerless children, you cut them into pieces. Like what the hell? So I get you.
Honestly,
I get that all of us who are still speaking grammar are afraid to carry on and the rest of that. Like my last caller also said, right? We are not ready.
Yeah, can I say one last thing, please?
Yes, please.
You can understand that Igbo people are dragging Igbo land. Yoruba people are dragging Yoruba land. Edo people are dragging Edo land. Everybody is dragging their local government and their region. But Fulani is dragging Nigeria entirely. You see the situation now. Fulani is dragging the whole Nigeria. Igbo is dragging Igbo land. Yoruba is dragging Yoruba land. Some people, everybody is dragging their small community.
Standing their ground too.
Dragging their small community. But, yes, yeah. And the Fulanis are now dragging the entire.
Why are we not giving them land?
Yeah. I want to tell you that Fulani people, one thing I noticed about them, they don't believe in any God. They don't believe in Jesus. They don't believe in Allah. They don't believe in anything. They are just, I don't know the kind of belief. They don't believe in anything. They know that some of them behave like there is nothing like hellfire or heaven, that everywhere we are captured. I've been having conversation with some Saudi, living in Cambodia. There are some Islamic scholars here. I met some Islamic people here in Cambodia. They understand that everywhere in the world we are captured. No, but God did not create any country. Everywhere we are captured by force. After fighting and capturing places like Australia and different parts of the world, and then in 1945 there was an emergency of United Nations, and then there is a law that nobody should take anywhere by force. They have to maintain the territories as they were now and all that. So any effort you are making, and then to get recognition in a territory you capture by force, countries like Europe and US will fight against it if it's not in their interest. So that is why you see countries. There are many countries who are fighting. If you look at countries in Syria and Iraq called what they call them, some tribes over there, they have been fighting since 1947 to get freedom. Turkey is pushing them not to get their freedom. I forgot what they call these tribes in Syria and Iraq and part of Turkey. Yeah. These tribes have been traveling to
Turkmenistan or something. They have this in between there as well. Okay.
The Kurdish people.
It is all messed up. And if people don't even understand the ideology driving these guys now,
they call them Kurdish people.
Go on.
Yeah, they call them Kurdish people. Exactly, Kurdish people in Syria, Iraq, and Iraq. They call them Kurdish people. These people have been fighting and fighting and fighting. Yeah, the Kurds. They never. Sometimes Israel tried to support them against these Turkish people and Syria people. Israel tried to support them, but they cannot do much. Because some countries have freedom. They have country, but they're not recognized. They don't have passport. They don't have embassy. Something like Yugoslavia and some countries around Europe. If you see the way they are, you will know that they have country, yes, but it's like they don't have embassies in most places. They're not recognized. They are just there. So the world, the world has been designed. The world has been captured already.
So which means you have yours. You have to, even if you have to bleed in protecting.
Imagine getting your Yoruba nation or Igbo or Biafra nation, and then US will not put their embassy in our territories, and UK will not put, and most countries that align with them will not put, and you will not put in their own, and then you will be there like Taiwan being swallowed by China and all that. This is statehood. That's how things.
That's another level of diplomatic things that comes with nation creation. Okay,
yes,
if these guys chose not to recognize you, of course you can exist, but still you are not existing. Hopefully, people that fight to have their own country will probably would have fought for that recognition with it. And that is why nothing is going to be
Thank
given
you,
to all
Mike.
of us.
Yeah.
Nothing is going to
Yeah,
be given to us for
I will
free.
give a chance. Yeah, let me give a chance for other people to call. Mike, thank you very much. You are doing a good work.
You are so welcome. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining. Here, I've got another caller on the line. Okay. But we are many. Now, to those who were asking, everyone who asked me for that, my PayPal, okay, I have pinned that on that YouTube. All you have to do if you really are interested, even if it's not now, if it's going to be anytime, just for those asking, is right there in the comment, okay? And I've pinned it up. Once you tap that link, it is going to open a PayPal link. Follow it, all right? And you'll be able to actually put in what you want to support Mayegun with. $1, $1. I mean, sorry, not $1, because $1 won't go through. So you probably will need 2,060 naira to give me £1. But it doesn't really matter. Even if you want to make it 1,000 naira too, it will take it, convert it, and make it whatever it is. But here it is, right? Here is this. I do appreciate every gesture, okay? And I pray for you in my mind or in my heart that, you know, what it takes, the spirit of giving that some of you do have is uncommon. And I do appreciate it, okay? You do not have to force yourself to do anything here, all right? And I appreciate those who are not even going to ask before they did. God bless every one of you anyway. Spending your time with me is really, really precious, I have to say. Even the dollar is precious too. But my caller, hello.
Hello, Mr. Mayegun.
Sir, good afternoon or good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Well, I'm very well too. You know, surviving. Thanks for asking.
Finally, I got a chance to say happy birthday for you. To you.
Oh, you've always wanted to say it. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Hey, on that very day, I called more than 200 times.
I can only imagine. Baba, thank you so much.
Man, man, you are blessed. You are blessed. I have to say that.
Thank
you listen, my name is Chooks, by the way, from the UK. You know, we've been talking from time to time, but I always complain.
Go on.
Yeah, I always complain that to get you is another thing, but I'm happy to to be at the backside and listen.
Go on, Baba.
Yeah. You see, Nigeria is gone. They don't want us to say that.
They hate it.
You know,
They hate us saying it.
Nigeria is completely gone. You know, look at the buffoon. You just played this video. Who said, "Hold me accountable"? Yeah. You know, if such a man is crying, what does that tell us? It tells us that Nigeria is completely gone. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. You know, I listen to you every single day. Like, you know, many people always say, you are our paracetamol. You know?
I said I'm the therapist.
You are our paracetamol.
You know something about that too? You know, see, Chooks, something about that, all right? I have said it too, and I will say it again as well. When people say to me that, Mayegun, if I don't watch you in a day, I will know something is missing. I will know something is not, I've not done something and all that. The feeling is mutual, oh. Baba?
Yeah, sure.
Me, you know, when they take that break, they feel useless for that 3 hours.
You see, let me tell you,
supposed to be here.
Let me tell you something.
Go on.
Let me tell you something, right? You see, when people listen to you, it's not just listening to you, right? Most of the things you say, maybe after 1 day or 2 days, then the local media will start talking about it. You know, not talking about it, just paint it the way they want it to be. You know, sometimes I wonder how far can you go? You know, because some of the things you said, sometimes, you know, I remember when you reported the Kano police constable or whatever they call themselves. It was almost 1 week before the Nigerian media knew something about that.
And they started kind of talking. I remember too. Well, few times
Amen.
I've been faster than what some of them will deal with. Because not
Please,
because they didn't
please.
see it, it's because most of the time, right, they have done their best to, by ignoring stories, by ignoring some of these things, you are helping the criminals to
they're
bury
looking for a way. No. They're not ignoring it. They're looking for a way to put it the way it will suit the public. That's what it is. They're looking for a way to put it the way it will suit the public. Because imagine if I pick up a phone now to call any TV or radio station in Nigeria, they will tell me to be careful what I say.
That's another one.
I mean, whatever I say should be held against me, not any other person. All you got to do is tell me.
The right to your opinion.
Yeah, all you got to do is.
You know one thing. The most I can say is that CEO Chooks and his opinion, they are his. We do not hold that opinion here, but he has
just
right
to put me under oath. Just to put me under oath. That's what it should be. You know. So you see, this is why when people are saying, right, you are a therapist to us, man, keep up the good work.
Thank you so much.
Keep up the good work. Because Nigeria, it is what it is, but believe in me, right? Believe you me, there's no way Nigeria can stand as one. One day I heard you say, right? One day I heard you say, which other country do they use that term? One England, one Germany, one
there is no other
Cote d'Ivoire
ever anywhere in the world.
Do you understand that? Since that day,
reminding all of you know that of Nigeria is so ridiculous, right? That Chooks, they have to remind you.
Yeah,
we are one Nigeria, Joe.
Yeah.
We are one. You know that we are one.
Yeah,
I mean, we are one.
That's what I'm saying.
One. I say, why are you reminding me? I'm supposed to know.
That is.
I know we are not one. But now you are trying to force it on me and remind me every day that you know we are one Nigeria. Who are you is one? We are not one Nigeria.
You see, from that day, you said that word. Something just clicked in my brain saying, hey, look, I'm on the fence. Like, if Nigeria is gonna work, right?
Great.
Let us make it work. You know, because if we go regional and say, hey, we are United Nigeria, or whatever name we give it, right? We can pull a force, right?
Yes.
But from that day I listened to you, it's never gonna happen.
Because
you made me.
Those are
you made that
clear
to me.
Chooks. Sometimes, our problem is that we hate to accept some difficult facts.
True.
You get?
Or
let me say, difficult truth, by the way. But you know, truth is debatable. I want to use facts. Fact is something that can't change. Do you understand?
Exactly.
Truth is debatable now. Your truth may not be my truth, right?
And exactly. You're on point.
You and I cannot argue facts. Here you get.
Exactly.
If we say this is this, you and I cannot argue it and say, no, it may be. No. Come on. This is what it is, right? See.
Yeah.
A lot of people find it difficult to accept difficult facts. And because it is difficult, they then psychologically create an alternative.
Something to suit it.
Something soothing. Okay? That will continue to make them avoid that fact. And what do I mean by that? See, we are not just saying, I don't hate Hausa, I don't hate Fulani, I don't hate Igbo, I don't hate anybody. Nigeria has made me and put me in a place where I am supposed to hate you, Chooks.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. People can say one this, one that, but it's a lie. See, we all know that Nigeria system is put in together in a way that I am supposed to hate you, Chooks. If I begin to love you, that is a problem. A Yoruba should not love Igbo. Igbo should not love Fulani.
Hey.
Fulani should never like Hausa. You all must remain with that suspicion. I must suspect you. Now that we know that, why do we want to be together? And then still expect us to be great? That is why people will say, maybe we should try confederation. You know, maybe everybody should just be this or that, because people just feel like, the fact is we are not together. We are not one. Here you get. But but we can still be one now by just pretending to be one, even though we are doing our thing. They're still pretending. You know what I mean, Chooks, eh? We are still.
You know the serious part of
okay,
it.
it's fine. All these thoughts are good.
You know the serious part of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
These same people, right, who pretend to be one, right, want you to live under their own law.
Yes.
Right? Want you to behave the way they behave.
Chooks, the people that want you to live under their law, they believe, or under their command, they believe that you are trying to do the same thing to them. You want them to live under you.
Exactly.
So we are suspecting ourselves. Fulani will be telling a Yoruba man to be careful of Igbo because Igbos want the Yorubas to be under them. The Yoruba
I want what you present against
you know what I mean? Everybody is warning themselves and say they want to be over us, they want to be controlling us. Can we all just live our lives separately with our identity without any attache? That's why
that is the. I mean, there's one thing you said yesterday, right? Because that tells us that is the master plan of Nigeria. You see, when you said they cut, some tribes, join them with others to belittle them, right?
To make them
you see that? You see that? When you said that again, I said, where does this guy get all this information? Because this is not put out
People
there.
Just don't pay attention to them,
Exactly. That's when you said that, sometimes when you say something, it will just open up your brain for you to understand exactly why these people are in this mess. I mean, you look at all the people they call minorities. Are they really minorities?
Igbo people, they Kogi, Igbo, they Benue, Igbo, they some of the states that are not part of the eastern region today, and they are supposed to be east, but they are politically divided them. They made them minorities. They will give them maybe one local government or two in that state.
And you know what that does? You know what that does? It makes it difficult for us to come out of this quagmire. That is the intention of these people. When you said it yesterday, I said, man, this guy, I will try all possible means to see if I can, do it this afternoon.
And you did it.
Because I know my only chance to talk to you is this time. Thank you, Mayego. Continue the good work. And may God bless you and your family. May God bless your family. Because listen, I keep saying this, right?
Thank you so much.
All of us live in England, right? For your children, for your wife to allow you to be on air at the amount of hour, even though it's your job, right? Even though it's your job, it's a difficult task to take on. Thank you. And God bless.
Chooks, and say me well to the family too, all right? And take it easy, Baba.
No worries. They will hear from you. Thank you.
Have a good one.
All right.
That is a Chooks there from England. I'll use England because it's from London. So, however, there is so much that I could say. That's why I tell people, I am not a scripted person. I am not somebody that has to read scripts. And that is why, and I'm also not a great speaker, okay? And sometimes I've been told, my English, the English sometimes. And I don't give a damn. Yes. I am not here to speak phone, or speak the best of grammars, or whatever it is, or look nice or say nicer things. I am just here to have you to hear me. And when I want you to hear me, I want you to understand everything I am saying. So, I am a storyteller. My stories can be boring sometimes. They can be funny. But I promise you, they are truthful and they are thought-provoking. If you do listen, you will sit back after listening to me. My voice will ring in your ears hours and days after you have listened. They will continue to come back. That's why I told you that I am going to be your conscience. Your job is not to like me or love me or anything at all. No. Your job is to listen to me. Mark Bonnie, the only thing is you not listening to me. If you hear my voice, it may sound horrible to you. They may sound somehow harsh, disrespectful, and all that. The thing is, if you listen, even if you don't like me, my voice remains in your subconscious mind, I promise you, you will always have a time to say, and Amaegu said, oh, he said, I will get you thinking. So thank you so much, Chooks, for being part of the entire journey. We have come a long way, okay? And even if my story is boring, I promise you, I have no intention of boring you. I just want you to listen, because you may not have the chance of listening to me before you actually encounter the danger that I want you to be aware of. So who want to be speaking grammar? You need to speak correct English. Ask your English people if they speak Yoruba fluently like me. Can they? No, they can't. And that's why I appreciate the fact that a lot of you actually sees that communication is what really matters, and you are getting the message. That is my motivation. Here is my caller on the line. Hello. Do I still have you there? Oh, I've lost that caller. Sometimes when I take those calls, right, I just put them there for like 30 seconds, and some people feel like, I think it's no longer there. So I'll pick this one. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Mr. Maigo.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm okay, brother.
Baba?
I don't have anything to say rather than helping you to thank the Almighty God.
Thank you.
Yes, because Tolomba ti dayan, Kenny can appreciate Tolomba she da. Kinto bere or me. I'll be trying to reach you. I'm sure I'll be a couple of months late. I've been, so busy.
It's always busy. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my God,
we have 2 programs now, so we could mix them all that and still talk to ourselves. Baba?
Yes, yes.
Busy. I know.
Maigun, God bless you. God bless your family.
Amen, and you too.
I pray that you're going to have a long life in good health.
Amen.
Yes.
Thank you.
Because what you've been doing, to be honest, only my young when you're buying say. But bọ́ kan sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, bọ́ yẹn sọ pé tóun bá ń gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀, ó ní kó kàn máa wò pé bàbá yìí, ṣé bàbá yìí ó sì ń wà ní life, bàbá yìí sì ń kí ni bàbá yìí sọ. I am just like that person. I am like him. But ìgbà tó yá tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní tapping, then I was like, okay, you know what? That can make a lot of sense. But brother,